Hey everybody, it's Beast and Steve coming to you from Lisbon.
Yes, we have just almost completed our very first week here as full-time residents, and it has been an
It
experience.
has been quite a week, and our plan is to do a little check-in like this at the end of each week.
Yeah, kind of like a Dear Diary kind of situation to remind us of where we've been and where we're headed, and of course keep in touch with all of our friends around the globe now to let you know what's going on.
So I'm starting to not be so exhausted. So last weekend, we closed out our apartment, handed off or sold all of our furniture, almost all of our belongings. Our
In
wonderful,
Orlando.
Correct. And all of our wonderful friend Lee helped us schlep stuff around and got us to the airport. Our plan was we stayed at the airport Sunday night. We had all of the belongings that either weren't here already in 18 bags or boxes. 19, and
19
turned out to be 18.
Kind of in our carry-ons. Yeah, that's right. And yeah, and staying at the hotel at the airport was one of the smartest things we did because I think it cut down on our stress, and we had so much stuff to check in for the plane. It made that easier too.
Yeah, it just turned out the shipping, what we wanted to bring with us, which was very little. We decided to move really minimally and just really did a lot of choosing of what was really important. Anyway,
Yeah,
we
like
took
the
that.
Mandalorian, very important.
They're still, yes, he had to come. But so we took that with us in our hotel room on Sunday night, and then got on the airplane with all of our stuff on Monday. Got here Tuesday morning.
Tuesday morning, so we hadn't slept for about 24 hours. Then it was time to collect all of the bags, collect all the boxes, meet these wonderful gentlemen who helped us transport all of our stuff to our apartment, which is about 10 minutes from the airport.
Huge, but great investment for
And
us.
bring them up to the third floor.
Yeah, so we got it all up here, and then we took a nap. And then we've been sort of worn out since then. So we've been pacing ourselves this week, not trying to get it all done right away.
Yeah, and I feel lucky that this is our third time to Lisbon. We came last summer, we came over the holidays, so we know the area. We were able to see some of the sites we wanted to see. But I think we had the realization this week that we have time, finally, to go see these things again and more, which helps.
Yeah, and I can tell you that we spent the whole week just going like, oh, wow, we live here now. How many times have we said that to each other? Like, we'll just be somewhere. We're like, oh, wow, we live here. Because this has been a dream that we've been working on for well over a year.
Yeah.
And it was a lot of, we'll be explaining to you in the future all about all the pieces of trying to get here, I'm sure. But we're so thrilled and relieved. Actually, the main feeling I've had was just relief.
Well, we finally secured our visas, and the process of getting those is a lot. There's a lot of paperwork, there's a lot of things you have to do in order to get that, and a whole lot of waiting. And I think when we finally got the visas in our hands, we went from waiting mode to, holy cow, we got to get this done mode. And now we're finally catching our breath.
Yeah, and literally in about 2 or 3 weeks' time, we made all the plans, got rid of all the stuff, handed it off, sold it, whatever. And then here we are. And so I'm just thrilled to be here. I think we both have talked about it. I can just feel myself relaxing. Our idea here is to have a slower pace of life, less frantic, less stress, less worldly pressures. And so far, so good.
Yeah, and the apartment's still a mess behind us. We are slowly piecing it together.
Should have said that at the very beginning. Everything is not where it goes, or there's no art on the walls. It's a mess.
But we made some big steps today by actually emptying our suitcases and putting those in a storage shed we have here on the property. So we're taking the baby steps, but we're also getting ourselves affiliated and, familiar with the city as residents now, which is nice.
Yeah, one of the things that we did last night was we had connected through a friend in the States with someone they knew that lived in Lisbon. That person was doing an art show of their art last night.
Yeah.
And we went because even though we were exhausted and it was our first week here, we thought, here's a chance to start seeing if we'll be meeting some new people and making some new friends.
Yeah, we met some really great people, very interesting people. Everybody was very kind. We are learning how to speak Portuguese. We have a long ways to go. But at this event last night, it was mostly expats from the United States, so it was all English, which was helpful to us to kind of get to know people and hear their stories of how they got here too.
There are other people from other countries, but everybody was speaking English at this event, which was very nice. Now, we are both very dedicated to learning Portuguese, to be able to communicate well with our neighbors and people in the shops around here, everything. So we're working on that very hard. We'll talk about that another time. But I'm just thrilled. I've spent the whole week just continuously saying, oh, wow, like we're here. We live here now. Like, this has just been a realization over and over and over.
Yes, and getting reacquainted with the local grocery stores, and we love the public transportation here. We've become good friends with the metro system, the subway. So that's helping us navigate every place we want to go. And there's a lot more still to learn as far as the transportation goes as we spread out from Lisbon. But I feel like I can kind of tell you where stuff is, at least neighborhood-wise, based on metro stops.
Right. So for our first week, we're just sort of relieved and happy to be here and letting ourselves sort of pace the getting the house put together, getting things unpacked, sort of catching our breath. And then, we've been starting into the gym, going to the grocery store, starting to live our lives here. So we're going to be doing this each week. We hope that maybe let us know if you think this is a good idea. And we're just going to sort of share our adventure week by week.
Yeah, and I think that we were finally adjusted to the 5-hour time difference from Florida to here. So I always have to do the math whenever I'm texting people back home. But, it's an adjustment. So if you are, in Eastern Standard Time, we're always 5 hours ahead.
Yeah. So anyway, send us a note, say hi, let us know what you'd like us to talk about, if anything. And Steve, thanks for making this adventurous journey with me.
Well, thanks for making it with me. I certainly couldn't do it by myself, so I have the right person to help me along.
And by the way, I'm calling myself Besta here, which is beast in Portuguese. So Besta and Steve saying so long for now.
Yes. Ciao. Talk to you soon.